met Jay-Z and I signed to Roc Nation, the first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyonce because that's it. And enough is enough. I'm everyone now. And even Adele, because she's retired now, but her career would not exist if I hadn't made Jonathan Dickens into a manager. And it, when she gets an award, she thanks Beyonce. Oh, I didn't want to drip myself in blood and cover myself and swim in goop, in black goop, and fucking like wear devil horns to fucking sell a record. Fuck that. Or be a witch, or be that, all of that.
When I say that Jay-Z being mentioned in one of Diddy's lawsuits has unleashed a flood of buried secrets, I mean every word. Tea spilling right now is unbelievable, and guess who's resurfacing with even more shocking claims? None other than M.I.A, the British-Sri Lankan rapper famed for her fearless political activism and edgy artistic flair. She's coming forward with a series of unsettling allegations about her time under Jay-Z Roc Nation management. According to her, Jay-Z and Beyoncé pressured her into questionable situations, ranging from plastic surgery to satanic rituals and more bizarre experiences she says she endured while with the label. Hold tight because this story is loaded with drama and the tea is absolutely scorching. To give you some background, M.I.A joined Roc Nation management in May 2012, right before the release of her fourth studio album, M.I.A. At the time, it seemed like a good move. Roc Nation, founded by Jay-Z, was already a music powerhouse, representing top-tier artists from all over the world. M.I.A had already established herself as a force to be reckoned with in the music industry, thanks to her boundary-pushing music and outspoken nature. However, her relationship with Roc Nation turned sour fast, and by December 2013, M.I.A had announced that she was leaving the label. Her statement seemed cordial enough. She thanked everyone who had supported her and wished them well, but there was clearly more going on beneath the surface. So what went wrong? Well, according to reports, one of the key issues was a documentary that M.I.A was working on to promote her album M.I.A. The documentary was supposed to give fans a behind-the-scenes look at the creation of her album, showing her artistic process and the work that went into the project. However, Roc Nation abruptly pulled the plug on the trailer for the documentary, and this caused a lot of tension between M.I.A and the label. It wasn't just the documentary that led to her departure, though. M.I.A later revealed that she had serious creative differences with Roc Nation. She claimed that the label wanted her to take her music in a darker, more controversial direction, even though she was moving toward more positive themes in her work. She said they told her, "We built you up as public enemy #1 and now you're coming out with all this positive stuff? That's not going to work." This revelation is shocking, but if you followed M.I.A's career, you know she has never been one to shy away from controversy. One of the biggest public scandals she faced was during the 2012 Super Bowl halftime show, where she performed alongside Madonna and Nicki Minaj. During the performance, M.I.A flashed her middle finger at the camera, causing an uproar. The NFL was outraged and quickly filed a lawsuit against her, accusing her of violating her pre-show agreement. They claimed her gesture was in flagrant disregard of the league's values and sought a staggering $16.6 million in damages, arguing that M.I.A had gained massive publicity from the incident at their expense. Rather than backing down or apologizing, M.I.A fought back. She called the lawsuit ridiculous, pointing out the hypocrisy of the NFL's outrage over her gesture while cheerleaders at the same event were performing provocative routines without issue. According to M.I.A, the NFL was scapegoating her, using her as a test case to define what was considered offensive in American media. She said the lawsuit was a waste of time and money, a display of corporate absurdity. But as M.I.A fought this legal battle, another figure was looming in the background: Jay-Z, the man who was supposed to be managing her at Roc Nation. Instead of standing by her side during the lawsuit, M.I.A claims that Jay-Z actually made things worse. According to her, Jay-Z pressured her to sign a contract that would have left her financially crippled for life. In a 2018 interview with Huck magazine, M.I.A revealed that Jay-Z wanted her to sign a deal that would allow Roc Nation to take 100% of her earnings if she ever made more than $2 million. She said Jay-Z was like, "You should sign this," and I was like, "No way." They refused, and after that, her relationship with Roc Nation went downhill fast. She hinted that Jay-Z used his power and influence to make her life difficult, even suggesting that he could erase stories about her from the internet. In fact, after her interview with Huck magazine was published, M.I.A warned her fans to read the article quickly because she believed it would be taken down. And sure enough, the article soon disappeared from the internet, with readers encountering a message that said, "This account has been suspended." It was almost as if M.I.A.'s worst fears had come true.
See, they're not serving the same Most High God that I am. And that's what makes us enemies, that I stand for a completely different doctrine, a completely different nation, and a completely different truth than he does. I don't have any materialism attached to my spirit or soul anymore. I don't have fornication attached to my spirit anymore. I mean, I just got engaged July, so my life is completely different from how I was with women in the early 2000s. And I think that is the difference in itself of being involved with Rocawear has made me see something completely different, and knowing who his allegiance is with is not the Most High God. And we all know, Satan rules.
She had warned about Jay-Z's reach, and now it seemed like he was using his influence to censor her story. But this wasn't just a professional issue for M.I.A. It affected her personal life in a major way. In early 2024, M.I.A made headlines again when she accused Jay-Z of working with her ex-partner to keep her from seeing her son. She posted a series of emotional messages on social media, detailing her struggle to get a visa to travel to the US so she could see her child. In one post, she wrote, "Biden won't let me see my child. The longest processing time is supposed to be 2 months, and it's already been that. I have to wait until a Republican wins." M.I.A has always been a fierce advocate for human rights, particularly in the Middle East, and she believes her political activism may be one of the reasons she's facing so many roadblocks. She explained that her visa issues weren't just about a minor crime she committed when she was 18 and poor. She believes the real reason is her outspoken stance on issues like ethnic cleansing, her support for WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, and her calls for peace in conflict zones. M.I.A claims the U.S. government is punishing her for speaking out, and she has been vocal about how she feels Jay-Z has played a role in making her life difficult. One of the most shocking accusations M.I.A made was that Jay-Z pressured her to undergo plastic surgery. She said that after signing with Roc Nation, Jay-Z told her that she wasn't pretty enough and needed to enhance her looks to be more marketable. This claim is particularly disturbing, considering M.I.A has always been celebrated for her unique beauty and bold style. But the plastic surgery allegation was only the tip of the iceberg. M.I.A also claimed that Jay-Z is involved in satanic rituals, and that she was pressured to participate in these rituals in order to sell records. According to M.I.A, these blood rituals were part of the process of maintaining success in the industry, but she refused to take part. This allegation might sound outlandish, but it's not the first time Jay-Z and Beyoncé have been accused of occult practices. Over the years, various conspiracy theories have circulated about the couple, with former associates like Larry Johnson even speaking out about their alleged involvement in Satanism. Johnson, who was once close to Jay-Z, claimed that once he started looking deeper into Jay-Z's life, everything started to make sense. He said that Jay-Z's behavior, his lyrics, and the company he keeps all pointed to a darker truth. M.I.A's refusal to play along with the demands of the industry has cost her dearly. She claims she was blackballed after her fallout with Jay-Z and Beyoncé, and many believe that her career was deliberately sabotaged because she refused to go along with the power couple's rules. Over the years, other artists have come forward with similar stories about being labeled difficult to work with after crossing paths with the Carters. Some of these artists have found themselves struggling to get their music played or their projects greenlit after having disagreements with Jay-Z or Beyoncé. Despite the backlash, M.I.A has remained firm in her convictions. She continues to speak out against what she sees as corruption in the industry, and she refuses to be silenced. However, the consequences have been severe. Many in the industry have written her off as a conspiracy theorist, and her outspoken nature has led some to question her mental health. But for M.I.A, this is all part of a larger pattern. She believes that anyone who challenges powerful figures in the industry, especially the Carters, faces a kind of systematic erasure. It's a pattern she's seen before, and she believes she's just another victim of it. Question now is whether or not M.I.A's claims should be taken seriously. Some people think that her career would have been more successful if she hadn't worked with Roc Nation or crossed paths with Jay-Z. Others believe that her downfall is simply the result of her own choices and her refusal to play the game by the industry's rules. Regardless of where you stand on the issue, one thing is clear: M.I.A isn't backing down. She's determined to keep telling her story, no matter how many obstacles are thrown in her way. So, do you believe M.I.A.'s claims about Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Roc Nation? Do you think her career would have turned out differently if she hadn't worked with Jay-Z? Or is this just another example of an artist being blackballed after challenging the industry's power players? Let me know your thoughts in the comments because this story is far from over. M.I.A. has always been a lightning rod for controversy, and it doesn't look like she's slowing down anytime soon.